Analyst claims Shedeur Sanders will start high on Browns training camp depth chart. Analyst claims Shedeur Sanders will start high on Browns training camp depth chart. Originally appeared on Athlon Sports, the Cleveland Browns are the NFL team with the most named quarterbacks on their roster, as they currently have 5 guys who have all entered the public consciousness. As a result, as training camp approaches, the team has to decide where all of those guys will go on their depth chart. And one analyst believes, privately, we assume, that the decision has already been made. One of the team's QBs is former Colorado superstar Shedeur Sanders, who the team took in the 5th round of the April NFL draft after he slid all the way from projections that suggested he might go in the 1st. Some think he has some growing up to do, but others say the Browns should trust him going into the 2025 season. How strong is the opinion of some in that others class, when you and me both know that this man has the most upside of any other quarterback on this roster? There is no way that Shedeur Sanders is not entering training camp for me as QB No. 2 on this Browns depth chart. Analyst Earl Darpel Moldin said on 92.3 The Fan. With all due respect to Earl Darpel, we know no such thing, and neither does he. There are realistically 4 guys that will be competing for the starting job in Cleveland, as Deshaun Watson is still recovering from a twice-ruptured right Achilles tendon. As a result of Watson's woes, Sanders has a better chance of earning the job, or at least of making the team. But at this stage, there is no evidence that he will be or should be ranked ahead of Joe Flacco or Kenny Pickett or fellow rookie Dylan Gabriel, who was drafted in the 3rd round. Ahead of Shedeur, for a reason. The 23-year-old quarterback finished his final season with the Buffaloes with 4,134 yards and 27 touchdowns on 74% completion, all of which led the Big 12 Conference. No matter how you feel about the rookie QB, and he is already a polarizing figure, there is no denying that he is talented at some level, and he will be looking to use that talent to earn the Browns' starting spot in his rookie season, or to just make the team. This story was originally reported by Athlon Sports on June 25, 2025, where it first appeared. Cleveland, Ohio, the city known for its die-hard football fans and legendary heartbreaks, is now buzzing with cautious excitement and perhaps a touch of disbelief. NFL analyst Dana Riggins dropped a headline-making claim on national television that sent shockwaves through both the Cleveland Browns organization and the broader football community. Shedeur Sanders, the highly touted rookie quarterback from Colorado, is expected to start high on the Browns training camp depth chart. The news, while not officially confirmed by the team, is being received with equal parts anticipation and scrutiny. After all, it's not every day that a rookie quarterback walks into a locker room containing proven veterans and high-stakes expectations and threatens to disrupt the hierarchy before even taking his first preseason snap. A name that carries weight, Shedeur Sanders, isn't your average rookie. Son of Hall of Famer Deion Primetime Sanders, Shedeur has carried both a spotlight and a legacy since his days in high school, where he notably fought Deion Sanders for the school's, but beyond their famous last name, he's built a reputation for poise, precision, and leadership, all qualities that have scouts and coaches intrigued. At Colorado, Shedeur didn't just play quarterback. He commanded the field, showcasing an NFL-ready arm, strong pocket presence, and a football IQ that rivaled his more experienced peers. His transfer to a Power 5 program didn't just elevate his exposure. It proved he could perform under pressure and carry a team. Despite this, most experts expected him to begin his NFL journey humbly, learning behind a starter, adjusting to the speed of the game, waiting for his chance. That was until Dana Riggins dropped her bombshell on Gridiron Weekly Live. The analyst's argument, the Browns have a quarterback battle, whether they admit it or not, Riggins said, addressing speculation around current starter Deshaun Watson, whose on-field performance has been uneven since returning from suspension. What I'm hearing from sources inside Berea is that Shedeur Sanders has already impressed coaches with his preparation, maturity, and understanding of the playbook. If he continues at this pace, he will enter training camp as QB2 or even pushing QB1. Riggins, known for her reliable league contacts and sharp-eyed predictions, pointed out that Sanders has reportedly been arriving at the team facility before sunrise, spending hours with the quarterback's coach, and developing chemistry with first-string receivers during unofficial workouts. It's not just about talent, Riggins added. It's the intangible leadership qualities he brings. The Browns haven't had that kind of presence in the quarterback room in years. A Cleveland conundrum. For Browns fans, the idea of a quarterback competition is both thrilling and terrifying. They've been through over 30 starting QBs in the last 25 years. Names like Tim Couch, Johnny Manziel, and Baker Mayfield have come and gone, each bearing the weight of expectation and the sting of unmet potential. With Deshaun Watson's mega contract anchoring the team financially and philosophically, handing the reins to a rookie would be a seismic shift, but not entirely unthinkable if Sanders continues to shine. Inside the organization, sources suggest there is a quiet recognition that the future face of the franchise might not be who they initially expected. According to one team insider, from players to coaches, there's this sense that he belongs. That's rare, especially this early. Pressure cooker or proving ground. The upcoming training camp at Cross Country Mortgage Campus will now carry an added layer of drama. Sanders will be under a microscope, with every throw, read, and interview dissected by the media and fans alike. The spotlight he's used to from college will now burn hotter under the professional lens. But if history and lineage are any indication, Shedeur may welcome the challenge. Pressure is just another form of opportunity, Deion Sanders once said. His son seems to have inherited that mindset, often brushing off doubters with a quiet, focused demeanor. A city ready to believe in Cleveland, a town where belief is often measured in hard-fought yards and inches. The buzz around Sanders isn't just about football, it's about hope. A city that's waited decades for a true franchise quarterback might be witnessing the start of something different, something real. The fans aren't just watching training camp this year, they're watching history possibly unfold. Jerseys with Sanders on the back are already starting to appear in the stands. Local sports radio lines are flooded with callers speculating on a Week 1 start. Social media is ablaze with side-by-side comparisons of Shedeur's college film and Watson's recent stats. The road ahead, nothing is guaranteed in the NFL. Training camp can be both kingmaker and heartbreaker. For every rookie who leaps up the depth chart, many more are relegated to clipboard duty or practice squads. And even if Sanders impresses, the politics and financial stakes of a veteran like Watson could still block his path, at least temporarily. But what's certain is this: Shedeur Sanders is not just in Cleveland to sit. He's here to compete. And according to at least one prominent analyst, he might already be ahead of schedule. As camp opens next month, the Browns' quarterback room will be one of the most watched storylines in the league. And if Dana Riggins is right, it won't be long before the dog pound starts barking for Shedeur, not just as the future, but as the now.